That makes me very happy, yes.
I hope my alarm isn't copywritten.
Please take it off. It's driving me nuts.
It's my new computer alarm.
Okay. Good morning. It's the Todd and Erin morning stream.
Okay,
Turn it off, or I will throw your laptop out the wall.
I have no idea why my computer has an alarm on it. Never touched it. Never goofed with it. Never. And now it does.
Why don't we go to the morning mountain cam brought to you by Robert J. DeVry? Is that not beautiful?
That is so pretty.
It is so pastoral. It is so serene. It's tilted up a little bit today. You can't see as much of the pond.
I'm going to have a little cafefe.
That was epic, you have to admit. You know the domain is already bought.
Cafefe.
Well, it's funny. If you didn't see it, President Trump tweeted overnight. And obviously, I'm thinking he got halfway through it and then maybe fell asleep
on the toilet.
But what we had is cafefe. And so everyone's been wondering on social media. Could you have a screenshot of that, Brandon?
Yeah.
I think we did.
So,
yeah. Despite the constant negative press, cafefe.
Cafefe.
Mm-hmm. And so none of us were clear, but somebody already brought cafefe.com, so that one's off the table. You're going to have to go to cafefe.biz, I guess, if you want to pick that up. So yeah, did he just fall asleep? Did he kind of like the way
autocorrect didn't jump in?
Did he mean coverage? We're pretty sure it was coverage, but you can't be sure.
No, it's cafefe.
So you really do need some cafefe. Yeah.
I'm going to get a mug. Cafefe.
Yeah.
Let's make America cafefe again. A lot of people are noticing on Facebook this morning my incredible shirt.
It really is magnificent.
Used to have a big collection of ugly shirts, and this is one of the top ones that I have. And
do you remember that time when we were...
It looks Hawaiian.
We were Bellagio in Las Vegas, and he was at one of the tables, and they actually called the pit boss, and the pit boss said, "Your shirt is so ugly, you're going to have to leave the table."
So I just left my money instead. There it is.
Now, see, Daisy pointed that out. She's like, yes, all of us girls sit there in a flannel shirt on a bearskin rug. Mm-hmm. We do. We all do that.
Well, in my dreams you do. I don't understand the bearskin rug. Wouldn't you trip over the head a lot?
You would think, right?
Right?
I don't think I would be comfortable with that in my living room because it would be staring at me the whole time. You'd be reading the paper, you look up, and it's staring at you.
Who do you know that has a 40 pinup girl shirt? No one.
I've actually always liked this about you because you don't like the lurid, modern day, creepy, porny things. He likes the cute, old-fashioned, dirty girls.
Creepy.
I mean, how can I not love this man for that? Look how cute those are. I love the little skier, too, and she's got the little crop sweater. And she's going, oh, my gosh, I'm going skiing.
I'm going to get frostbite.
You do look adorable in that shirt.
Thank you very much. Town for sale.
Really?
This happens every year.
There's always one or two.
Yeah, right? It always shows up.
This one, is true. Which one?
This one is in Oregon.
Okay.
And it comes with, it used to be a big lumber place. Mm-hmm. All right. It's out in the middle of nowhere. Mm-hmm. It's got a general store, gas station, a post office, parcels as well, water rights, infrastructure, fire hydrants, and a working power station.
Well, that's pretty cool.
3.5.
The fire station's the most exciting to me. That would be cool.
3.5, and you could call it your own town. I would call mine Toddville.
Why not Toddtown?
Ooh, Toddtown's good.
Toddtown's more catchy. And people could say it really fast and go, you're going to go to Toddtown?
Toddtown.
Let's go to Toddtown.
Or
let's go get a drink at Toddtown.
Let's get on that train and go to Toddtown.
And Daisy wanted Daisy Shire.
Daisy Shire.
I want a British accent. Everything she says sounds so much cooler just on principle, right?
Yeah. Oh, Erin, what was the word she used the other day? Wait. Daisy, I'm coming.
Are you talking about Dynasty?
No. Daisy, can you come here for a second?
It's time for more British American translations here.
Favorite word that you say.
Yeah,
First of all,
exactly what it was.
All right,
do I need to sit down before I say it?
Yes, please sit down on this one.
Can I have some of your cafefe?
Oh, nice. First of all, the name of the show used to go to your father's house and watch, which was
Dynasty.
Dynasty.
Isn't that cute? I know, right?
But yesterday, we had the best friend, because she'll be talking, you'll be talking, and all of a sudden you'll hit one of those words that is so English.
So adorable.
And so when
classy.
And when you have a dessert and you have a liquid that's going on top of that dessert, you call it a...
Sauce.
Oh, that's adorable.
Right?
I've never seen that before.
Right?
But I don't understand, how would you...
No, yours is actually much cuter. We're sauce.
Sauce. Right.
But that sounds like sass to me.
Sass.
Sass.
What's this?
Oh, this is a table.
That's the
same
same.
Get out. Get out. I'll swap you back.
We love you, Daisy.
Guys.
This is so adorable.
You know, someday we're actually going to have to play that scene from Love Actually, so it makes sense to anyone
Right.
who hasn't seen it.
Say bottle.
Straw. It's a very long story.
Back
but
to my towns for sale.
Okay.
$3.5 million. Let's say, oh, wait, that's a little out of your price range.
Oh, yeah, a little
Here's
bit.
another town for sale.
Really?
They just keep going.
Wait, there's lots of towns that have gone broke. This is sad.
This one is in Pennsylvania. And it's actually called, what was the name of it? It was the town, Remnants Town. Oh, Reduction Town in Pennsylvania.
And they called it the town that garbage built.
Yeah, it's Pittsburgh. They used to process the garbage from Pittsburgh and then ship it off, right? And so evidently they found a new place to put their garbage. And now here it is, 70 years, 75-acre property, $1.5 million.
Oh, that's not bad. It's
20
a lot better than
buildings,
3.5.
20 single homes.
Does it have a fire station?
Yes, and it has
Okay.
400 employees at the reduction company. Now it is closed. And so they have 20 facilities. They've owned this for 1936, this family.
A family owns the entire town?
Yes, and they
I
bought
wanna
it for
own a town.
$10,000. So there's 20 structures. There's 20 single homes. Now, if I'm correct with my math, and I never am, $1.5 million, 20 homes, $51,000 a home, and you own the town.
Boy, that's pretty inexpensive if you think about it.
Mortgage would be $51,000.
Once again, though, I would like to come back to the fact that it has a fire station.
Yeah,
Okay.
Todd Town.
So no, you get 20 of us together, and we all pony up a mortgage for like 51 grand.
Right.
What would the monthly be on that? Like
$1.50.
no, seriously, it'd be less than $1,000 for a mortgage. I mean, seriously.
And you have a town, and you have the whole town, and you can make up rules. You know, it could be
Our own random rules. That
It
would
could
be
be
exciting.
Chief Erin for the fire department. It could have those big rubber boots. Yeah.
And I could have all kinds
suspenders.
of random laws like
you-
you must have a mountain lion walking down Main Street at noon.
There's cheese at 4 o'clock for everyone.
I think so. There should-
Everyone must dress like my shirt.
And much like Daisy on her vacation in England, there would be somebody who would go around with a drink card at 5 o'clock to all the houses and offer you a custom-made cocktail.
In Todd Town, in Erinville,
Yeah.
that would happen. You could be mayor.
I
I'll be
want to
dog
be
catcher.
president.
No, you can't be president.
I
of
can be
town.
president of a town if I want
You
to.
need to drink some more cafefe. All right, let's do Tell Me Something Good, shall we? We've gone way offline here
Well,
this morning.
that's pretty much a given with us,
The
unfortunately.
faith.
No, this is pretty cool. There's a new documentary that came out, and it's called "Nothing Is Impossible," and they're
Oh.
basically talking about redemption of
Right.
incarcerated
Right.
prisoners, people who have been in for an extraordinarily long amount of time, 10 years or more.
Right.
And they called it Dogs on the Inside, and it's a Massachusetts program where stray dogs, abused animals, are given a second chance at life. So there's an inmate program there where they have actually pair the dogs with the inmates, and they go through the whole experience with them. They try to make them into service dogs. Some of them don't quite make it there, but they're all beautifully trained anyway.
Right.
But then these dogs are then taken out. The prisoners are allowed out long enough to help train
Right.
the person with the service dog.
That's so cool.
And what they found is there's this timeless connection between man and dog. And as the inmates see the gradual improvements in their dog's nature, it also shows them that they can improve too. They too can change. So one of the things, it's just absolutely beautiful to watch, but they said that over the 5-year program now, that they have sent out over, how much was it? 300 dogs.
Wow.
Who are trained now as service dogs that are
Right.
going to like children with seizures,
Right.
to sight impaired, people who may be in a wheelchair, and it also, they said that the early parole rate for the men in this program
Right.
is like 50% faster than anybody
Really?
else.
And you know what? They live full time, 24/7 with the dogs.
Mm-hmm.
The dogs are with them in their cells. They go to get food, the commissary, and they're with them 24/7.
And if you, it makes me weep because there's one beautiful segment with one man, and he talks about how he was abused as a child, and he goes, it's not an excuse for anything that I've done.
Right.
But this has happened to me, and he goes, and when I see this dog, and they had a picture of the dog when he had first come in and he had been abused, and he says, I see myself again, and he says, and now that I see the dog is healed, he says, maybe I can too.
That's really cool.
So that's Tell Me Something Good. I think it's
That is a good
just
thing.
gorgeous.
Something in where
Now we're tearing up again.
Daisy comes from. This'll solve that problem.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the Cambridgeshire, right? Zoo.
No way, is it really?
Yeah, it is.
It is Cambridgeshire.
It really is. So it's the Hampton Zoo Park
In Cambridgeshire.
near Huntingdon. So basically, they had an animal escape,
Oh,
and they
like one of the falcons, like up at Hogle Zoo?
no, like this one here. Just take a
What?
look. Yeah, it's a tiger.
The tiger, the Bengal tiger?
Yeah.
That's a Bengal tiger.
Yeah.
The tiger disappeared.
Yeah.
He got out of his enclosure. That seems bad because he's really big. If you look at him in
Yeah.
proportion to the men,
And
that's
hungry.
about an 8-foot tiger.
Yeah, that's before he escaped.
Oh,
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah, and then he escaped, and they were the police.
I can imagine that they were in just insanely high alert, right?
Well,
I mean,
no,
security
no,
protocol
no.
is in place, and
They won't issue any statements to the press. They brought in a helicopter. They brought in emergency medical squads, advanced
yeah,
ones.
I'll bet they
They
did.
brought in the police and all that stuff, and it's like, no, nothing to see here. Just a tiger.
That's
and
not
so-
a really strong cover.
And
It's
so the zoo was open when this
What?
happened. And so I can hear the announcement, right? The announcement is, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for coming to the zoo. Remember, the gift shop is open with a sale on those little whistly things. The tiger is loose. Also, make sure you go see the penguins. They're all dressed up, look like they're wearing tuxedos. Tiger's loose. And and don't forget the kiddie train. Nothing better than a moving target for the tigers on the loose. But they're still
That's
they
horrible.
still won't tell anybody. Like, oh no, it didn't.
Wait,
escape,
how long
nothing.
has this been going on?
They started yesterday. Oh, here's the sign. Here's
you
the sign.
serious?
Here's the sign. It's handwritten.
Hello, it's the zoo. We're closed today.
Because there's a tiger loose.
It is. It's like a handwritten thing, and then it's sort of like duct taped to the post.
Look at the
opening.
gate, but look at the gate lock.
Yeah,
It's
that's
just
going to keep a lot out.
It's supposed to keep something in, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm feeling 100% more secure right now for
There's a
everybody
ti-
in Hampton Bridgeshire
There's a
already.
tiger loose. There's a tiger loose.
That is hysterical.
Don't go to the shave ice shop because there's a tiger loose there.
Wow,
They take it.
that's an impressive
They
set of
just take
security.
it really, really.
Well, you know, the British,
casual.
the British are very well mannered. Maybe the tiger also is well mannered, and he'll only eat like one person a day, and he'll apologize while he's doing it.
Who's the person who won't be missed the most? You? Come here. I will now proceed to claw and eat you.
I am apologizing in advance for any discomfort you may feel.
Thank you for volunteering.
I didn't volunteer. I think we
Hot
better,
dogs half off. There's a tiger loose.
I think we better go to Daisy in the Gift Our Daily newsroom. She's brought to you by Columbus Travel. Sign up for the weekly newsletter for amazing last-minute deals on hotels and airfare. Also by Executive Transportation. If you need a ride to the airport, a cool night out, they've got a fleet of totally sweet Escalades just waiting for you at executiveutah.com or All Utah Plumbing, Heating, and Air. I could have used John yesterday when I was trying to fiddle around with our swamp cooler. Let him do it for you, won't you? AllUtahPlumbing.com. My darling Daisy, what is going on today?
Good morning, Todd and Erin. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Here's what's making headlines on GebhardtDaily.com. West Valley City Police responded to 2 shootings with similar circumstances and different outcomes on Tuesday. The evening shooting resulted in the death of a victim who was believed to be in his late teens or early 20s. In the afternoon shooting, a 15-year-old was hit in the abdomen but appeared to be in good condition when he was transported to the hospital. Because of the age of the people involved and other factors, both shootings are being investigated as possibly gang-related. Utah County search crews have recovered the body of a 4-year-old London de Dios, the West Jordan girl who was swept away by the Provo River Monday afternoon during a family celebration of Memorial Day. On Tuesday morning, dam officials lowered the water level by 2/3 and found the preschooler's body trapped by a log jam about a mile downstream from where she entered the rushing water. London's mother, Brenda de Dios, also died in the incident after jumping in to try and save her daughter, as did a passerby, Sean Thane, who also tried to rescue the little girl. Salt Lake County Sheriff Jim Winder has announced he is trading big city hard knocks for small town red rocks. He will join the Moab City Police Department as its chief if approved by the Moab City Council. Winder said his reasons for the move include wanting to spend wanting to spend more time with his family and to work for a city interested in considering ideas to bring positive change. Winder also said he was moved to re-examine his life after the deaths of several Utah officers who were killed in the line of duty. He said it all began after the passing of Unified Police Officer Doug Barney, who was fatally shot in January of 2016 while responding to a traffic accident. Winder said he is a longtime fan of Moab, and he described it as a happening place. In today's weather, we are reminded that we live in a desert with temps in the low 90s. There is a reprieve, although not much, Thursday and Friday, with highs in the mid to upper 80s. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. More headlines 24/7 at GebhardtDaily.com.
That Sheriff Winder story
Yeah.
is amazing.
You know, I admired his candor, though, for what he said, that it was just,
Right.
he
Wasn't prepared.
didn't know how to handle the deaths of his officers, and
Right.
I can't blame him.
And I'm sure
he's-
he had been dealing with it, but didn't feel adequate in doing his job, and just it was hurt.
I know. I admire him, though, for being honest about it and saying what he wanted to do. And Moab, it's like part retirement, part sheriffing.
It's easier. It's taking care of tourists and
Yeah.
yeah.
And you know, the chances of those kind of fatalities
Right,
are considerably less,
And he
certainly.
has
So
17 officers. So
you can keep track of them pretty well.
yeah,
They're
good
all
for-
on
good-
bicycles.
good-
And, yeah.
Slippery rocks.
Yeah, Moab's going to be a
So
lot more
anyway,
laid
that's
back.
really cool. I thought that was like stand-up kind of guy.
I know that honesty is really nice to see.
We should send people. And thank you for watching. By the way.
Oh, the big thank you. Yes. Christopher's Prime Steakhouse. We are sending 4 people. That would ideally be you and 3 of your friends down to Christopher's. Have dinner, relax, enjoy yourself, and then executive transportation comes to pick you up at your house. They take you to the restaurant. They return you to your house so that you don't have to have a designated driver, and you just get to reconnect. I mean, I think for all of us, that's the one thing we miss. Like for us, it would be Jen and Ryan. I just miss them.
Right.
You know, we don't get to see them enough. We don't get to talk, and
You can
every
find
time.
out what your partner's name is.
I know. We got
Because
married
it's-
for some reason,
it's
right?
Myrtle
Other than the
something,
kids,
right?
yeah. And so you get to have that moment. So we would love to have you enter. It's very simple. Just go to any one of our Facebook pages. That's Todd and Erin or Gebhardt Daily, Gebhardt Approved. Just comment on the show today, like the page, and share, and boom, you're entered, and we draw another winner on Friday.
Very cool. Carl Malone.
I haven't heard his name forever.
I know.
And he was such an important
Jimmy
part of
Kimmel.
our culture here in Utah.
He shows up on Jimmy Kimmel. First of all, he doesn't.
That's random.
He doesn't. When Shaq, you see Shaq now, he kind of let himself go a little. To be honest, Carl Malone. Look at Carl Malone. It's like
I want a picture.
It's like you saw him like yesterday, and he's doing a special.
All
Kimmel,
Alone with Carl Malone. At least it's catchy.
Look at him.
Oh man!
Right?
He doesn't even look like he's changed.
No.
Seriously. And look at that flat stomach. You're right. He's been working out.
He's just. It's so funny. So basic. Look at him.
him.
Are you ridiculously impressed here?
He looks exactly the same.
He said he's not a big deal. He said he was pretty good at something.
He's
no. Yeah.
he was kind of a big deal.
I can say badass, right?
Yeah.
Because that's how he wants to be
He
referred to.
was.
He goes, yeah, I'm kind of a badass. And then they talked about breakfast cereals. And I kid you not. I've seen this. It's hilarious.
Okay.
So Carl Malone, we're going to talk about it. Frosted Flakes with bananas and with whole milk. And he
Okay.
still looks great. He's not drinking the skim or the soy. Raisin Bran he likes for normal reasons. And corn pops.
Well, there you go.
He just wants to be known. He's okay. The whole basketball thing. But
I
as long as
remember
you call him a badass.
I remember talking to Kay, his wife, when they were building their new house up in the upper avenues, and she was talking about his bed, and I guess he'd had this big custom-made bed because it's like he's a big guy, so there
Yeah.
was no bed. I mean, you're gigantic, and you're
Not gigantic.
No, your ankles hang over the side of our
I'm a
bed. I mean,
badass, but-
but so he wanted something that was really big, so they made it, and then they realized they couldn't get it into the house, and they actually had to cut a chunk of the wall out of the house into
bring
the
it in.
bedroom, and then
Right.
like crane the bed
Right.
into the bedroom, and then sort of like build the wall back up.
Well, they
had
did
to
it.
take out.
They adjusted houses and custom build them for NBA players because like Mark Eaton.
Mark Eaton did that too, where he had the gigantic high counters, and I'm like, yeah, but isn't your wife like 5'4"?
She can get her a stool, get her one of those little kid stools. But I mean, doorways. How would you would hate You would hate walking through and hitting your head all the time.
That's true. You would have
Right.
to have something different.
And your toilet should be about this high.
That's good. I can't even believe how he looks. He doesn't look like he's aged
Carl?
at
No.
all, does he?
No, he doesn't.
So was there a reason he showed up on Jimmy Kimmel other than to discuss breakfast cereal?
Just Kimmel's doing this whole thing about alone with alone with Malone, and
'Cause
and
it
so
rhymes and-
it's just like a one-on-one little chat, like dinner with Andre.
Okay, well, sure.
I think it's just funny.
Do you want to explain the squirrel reference though, because it's kind of entertaining?
Well, I'm sure this is not it, but when Carl was building his house, that set, by the way, that Carl was sitting in could be his home because he did it all.
This is down in Mississippi in his hometown, right?
Just made it all country. It was all like a wood cabin, except 80 stories,
And really cool
and
wood
really
cabin.
big. And there's a big lodge room. This is the one he built here.
Oh,
and
okay.
so what he was kidding about was he was thinking about releasing some squirrels and going hunting
Because the cabin was big enough to go
in
hunting
the main room.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. But it's just ridiculous
Look at him.
how good he looks.
That's just unnatural.
Yeah. And I saw Stockton the other day too, and same thing. It's that clean living
Yeah, I
and
guess.
the cornflakes.
I guess so.
All right, one more reason I'm in love with Prime Minister of Canada.
Justin Trudeau. Todd does have a man crush on him, and I'm okay with it because the
reason-
guy is
let
awesome.
me go-
Have
let
you
me
ever
go
heard him
through
talk about
this.
quantum physics? I mean, how many prime ministers do you know who can do that?
So anyway, he's young, and compared to
Very attractive.
his opponent, he welcomes refugees personally in their new country. He does cool things like that. They count how many times he takes his shirt off. The women, I don't have that kind of crush, but whenever he takes
Sure.
his shirt off, and the women, there's I love
Prime Minister
politics.
Justin Trudeau without
And
a shirt.
so they have this thing where you can be prime minister for a day.
Really?
Yeah, for kids.
I want to do that.
Yeah, right? Because
There's a lot of laws I'd
get-
like to implement.
you you get to build a fort.
Oh, that is so. Oh my gosh, that is so adorable.
That's in his office.
Get out.
No, they pull the couches together. They put pillows over the top.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I'm dying right now.
Right?
Oh, my voice is going up to a pitch heard only by
Yeah,
bees.
I
Oh,
know.
that is so adorable.
I
Look at
know,
that.
Right?
I can't even stand how cute that is. So she's the little prime minister for the day.
Prime minister for a day, making a fort.
Oh, and they've got
You know
like
why?
a little throne.
Because that's what kids do. And you know what? Why else? That's what prime ministers can do because they can do anything they want.
That is so cool that I'm almost dying right now. Oh my God, they're
Right?
under the fort. Look.
Okay, you can stop talking like
I
that.
can. They're so
Yeah,
cute.
please do.
Oh my God.
Take the picture down. It's annoying me.
That's so cute. That was the cutest thing I've ever seen.
Top that off with our diversity is our strength, was one of those quotes.
And the quantum physics.
And the quantum physics. How can you not love him? Sorry.
You know what? You're allowed to man crush on him all you want. That
I'm
is the
going to.
cutest thing I think I have ever witnessed
Yeah.
in my entire life.
I'd move to Canada, but I'm too old and don't have enough money.
They want you to have money now.
You have to
when
go
immigrate.
$250,000 to start a business.
You're a little bitter about this now,
I am
aren't you?
very bitter. I've been to Canada many times. I've gone to school in Maine. Been to Montreal, Quebec,
Vancouver.
and now I can't go because I'm too old. Maybe I could talk to Justin. He might work this out for me.
Well, if you were prime minister for a day, if you won the contest,
Shoot!
then you
Get
could
out!
Then you could declare your own citizenship.
Right. And I might bring you along. That would be great.
I hope you and Justin will be very happy together.
We can be. All right.
Okay, coming up next. Oh, All Utah Plumbing.
Yeah, do
now,
this.
why didn't you have John come over and help us yesterday when you were on top of the roof messing around with the swamp cooler? Because there was a level of anxiety there for me.
None of
And
your
if
business.
Someone's going to fall off the roof. I'd prefer it to be John. Because I'm guessing that at All Utah Plumbing, Heating, and Air, this has happened more than once with him. The nice thing about this, though, there's literally nothing on this planet these people can't fix. And if you've ever called them, they're available 24/7, meaning that if you go downstairs and there's a pile of raw sewage in your basement, or maybe you managed to knock the faucet off in the kitchen and you're now ankle deep in water, this is the guy you call. Because once again, he is always there. He might yell at you because John's like that, but he's a lot of fun. AllUtahPlumbing.com. Hi. Coming up next, besides the morning mountain cam.
The Morning Mountain Cam,
what-
Space Soldiers in Space. That's coming up next.
Merit Medical. Why work for fast food wages when you can start at Merit for a whole lot more? Merit Medical. Great products, great people, a great company. Learn more at merit.com/careers. The law offices of Robert J. DeBry and Associates, with offices in Salt Lake City, Sandy City, and St. George. Check them out at robertdebry.com. The Todd and Erin morning stream is actually available anytime at gephardtdaily.com. Just click on the Todd and Erin page.
All right, one more reason why Finland has got to lighten up. Because
I like Finland.
They are. Their school systems work. Their healthcare works.
Yeah, their school systems, I think, are the best in the world.
Yeah, their 4-month-olds are standing.
And all the children have impeccable table manners.
I'm not lying.
What do you mean?
Their children at 4 months old can stand
Oh, I thought you were joking.
on their own. Ta-da!
I don't
And they swim.
Oh, that is so adorable.
Did I mention that? Did I mention they swim? It's a 12-week program. The kids then can stand on their own for up to 15 seconds. When did Zoe...
Swimming enhances their... When did Zoe stand? She started walking along the couches and stuff at, I think it was about 10 and a half months.
4 months.
Is it something to do with the swimming that enhances their balance, or what?
Well, and if you go back to that picture, you can go back to that picture, and a lot of people say,
Oh,
well,
man.
what he was doing, it was dangling the kid and just swung it up into that position, and hence holding
It's
her.
not an it, it's a little girl. Look she's got a little suit on.
She's gorgeous.
She's adorable. But I'm genuinely confused.
Once again, they have no homework either, and their average scores are above.
Are we young enough
national.
to immigrate to Finland?
We can't. I'm too old.
How do you know that?
Because I looked.
Okay, well you might be too old, but I'm probably not, so the kids and I will miss you.
Oh, you're taking the kids?
Well, you're going to be busy with Justin in Canada, so you won't
Yeah.
miss us, so it'll be fine.
That's just standing at 4. What can I not do? All right, well, I wanted to talk about soldiers in space.
Explain this to me, please.
They're training people, military, astronaut-type people, to go and defend the outer space regions of the Earth.
Did we need to?
Evidently, yeah.
There's a threat that I didn't know about?
This shows a picture of one of the guys working at protecting outer space, but
Okay, he's on a computer.
it's not the way I picture him. I picture like
Okay.
Buck Rogers.
You want them in a little space suit?
I want him with an aerodynamic helmet and jetpacks and laser guns and stuff. But they're gonna go up if they have to go up, and they're called to duty, and there's a space station with missiles on it. They're gonna go and disarm it.
So they're already trained to actually go into space and do these things. They
No.
just haven't been required to yet.
No, but they're thinking about it. And so they're going to go through all the training, and if one of our satellites is under attack, they're going to go and do defensive or offensive moves
Okay.
against the enemy in space, like George Jetson.
Okay, I really wasn't aware that there was a need for this yet.
Not yet.
But-
That's how we stay ahead of the game.
We're planning ahead.
And you saw the missile
For the
launch.
random-
You saw this yesterday.
Oh, this is true.
They launched a interceptor. They launched a ballistic style missile from way over there in the South Pacific.
You're talking about North Korea?
No, but this was what this is for.
Oh, the Pacific Rim? Oh, okay.
And then they launched it. We launched it.
Mm-hmm.
And then in California, in a silo, we launched a missile to intercept that, and it worked.
Wow. That's random.
But 2 bullets meeting and
It just
destroyed
all
it.
kind of
Yeah.
explodes.
So that's the best Korea. You better watch yourself.
Okay, so that's the space soldiers.
It is.
All right. Okay, there's been questions about your beard, primarily from me, but I actually put it up for a vote today on Facebook.
On Facebook?
Oh, that's where we make most of our decisions as a married couple, is based on what people
And
tell us on Facebook.
and our medical advice.
And our parenting skills.
First, do not ask your friends for medical advice.
Probably not, no.
Oh, it sounds like a boil. You should lance it right now.
Okay, so I wrote, Erin here, sew the beard. I'm not feeling it. I don't mind when Todd has a little manly scrub, but this big old Grizzly Adams beard thing is freaking me out. So, your opinion, keep her shaved. The Todd says he will bow to the will of the majority. Who's with me on
Who
shave
said
it
this?
off? Me. So Amy says off. He looks younger and less tired with it off. Can see his smile. Cindy says beard needs to go, makes him look old. There's been a lot of you being old today, mostly starting with you, though, I would like to point out. Rochelle says a man should want to please his lady. Got to go, Todd.
Well, wait a minute. How do you feel about it?
I told you I want it off.
I
told you.
It's mostly just laziness.
Stacy wants it off. Andy wants it off. Karen wants it off. Mickey wants...
But look
Mickey said it was your choice. No, Mickey,
it's starting
not.
to point.
Kathy
Look.
says it's spring. Small furry creatures are looking for nests. Help the homeless, Todd. Lisa says off. Corinne says well-groomed scruff is sexy. I love you, but shave it off, Todd.
All right, so here's 2 ideas. Number 1, go Amish. The ribbon beard like this. And I do my impression of Amish people, but I'm not sure how they talk. Except it's like, let's get in the buggy. And then, so Amish is good.
No, I'm not comfortable with
or
Amish either.
huge chops, like end here. Like all the way to there.
So were you hoping to be seen with me in public? Because Melissa says shave it. If that's what Erin wants, then that's what Erin's gets. Thank you, Melissa. I love you so much. Abby says shave it or at least a goatee. You know what? Right
What?
now, you have one person who said it's your choice.
Yeah.
Nobody.
My favorite person in the world is probably Justin Trudeau.
We have over 300 votes now, and only one said it's your choice. Everybody else says get rid of it. That's 299. That's like a 99.99 percentage that they want the thing gone. Although I did like the argument about the small woodland creatures looking for nests and that you might be helping them.
But you know, if I let it go just a little bit longer, I could get a bow right there. You know, you've seen the hipsters right there, like that.
So you've apparently had as much loving as you'll ever want for the rest of your life then.
Well, for right now, because I have my cafefe. All right, coming up to close this show, I have the best selfie.
Really?
And it is closing the show with a boom because it is probably the best selfie I've seen in a year.
Really?
Probably a year is coming up next.
We're brought to you this morning by Executive Transportation. Elegant service, professional style. Go to executiveutah.com. And All Utah Plumbing. Your home deserves the best. 24-hour emergency service at allutahplumbing.com. And by Columbus Travel, the best travel deals on the planet. Be sure to take advantage of our April sale. columbusvacations.com. Did you know you can catch the Todd and Erin morning stream any time of the day or night on Facebook, YouTube, and SoundCloud, and GephardtDaily.com.
We're talking about the Facebook poll and whether or not Todd should remove his beard.
And I had one person said, "You keep it, Todd."
Felix Falcon said, keep it on, Sasquatch. Everybody else says, no, get rid of it. Everybody. So far, yeah, everybody.
Oh, good news! I'm wearing deodorant today.
You found the deodorant?
I did.
You
but,
didn't share it with me.
well, it's mine.
I know, but I don't have any.
So,
they decided I wasn't allowed, I guess.
Our house is for sale. Want to buy it? Our house is for sale, and we had it staged professionally, which means they take all your crap and they throw it out. And they bring in new furniture.
Yeah, a tiny woman named Eleanor came in and looked at all of my wreaths and went, take them away.
We talked about this yesterday, and I can't, life-saving heart medicine cannot be found.
When we did it, we didn't realize they were really going to arrange everything, and so we came upstairs and all of our clothes are color coordinated in the closet. And I'd cleaned out the closet. I thought I did a good job, but it wasn't.
They folded my underwear.
And that I know I never want to touch. No such a thing was even available.
They touched my underwear.
But the thing is this, you're right. They took away all of our grooming implements and combs and toothbrushes and stuff.
I have a purple toothbrush now.
And then at one point she had laid out this pristine white, little white washcloth, and then she had laid a couple of toothbrushes on it.
A razor. Yeah.
They weren't any that we recognized, but it was like you'll be using this toothbrush now.
It's like being on a cruise, except not fun. And no one's cooking for you. And
there's not that little towel made like a swan on your bed either.
Duck. Yeah.
Speaking of beds, I have to keep making ours, and that's exhausting.
It is exhausting.
I had to yell at Zachy yesterday because he was actually touching one of the pillows that Eleanor had set out for guests. So I had to explain.
And it's so weird because usually you think you could leave the house for a couple hours and not worry about, hey, I'm going to go shopping. But when someone tells you to get out because they're showing your house,
It's not the same thing.
it's suddenly you're like, I have no place to go.
I'm homeless. We keep visiting my mother. She's like, "What are you doing back here again?" We're like, "You don't have anywhere to go."
It's just the weirdest feeling.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, and the poor dog. Oh. So Gil is the best dog in the world. Seriously. He runs up. Other dogs will run up to him, and he's off a leash, and he'll just be going like, what's up?
He's actually brought little dogs from the neighborhood into the house. Like, so this is my house.
walking him through.
You want to check out my dog dish? It's over here.
So yesterday, I have to put him in the garage, and the garage is cool, so it's not hot, or I'm not being cruel or anything. And I put his bed in there. I put his food trays in there and stuff. And so I walked up to him yesterday, and I had 3 treats in my hand, and I said, "Hey, Gil, come here,
This
come here."
was so
And
sad.
Gil comes over, and I go sit, and he sits, and I give him the thing, and he just, like he usually does.
He's all happy.
And
He's wiggling
good.
a little bit.
And then I give him another one, right? And he eats it, and you see this look starting to come over his face. And I give him the 3rd one, and he doesn't even, he drops it. And he looks at me and he goes,
No.
"What's up? What are you going to do to me? Where am I going in the garage again?" And then you take him in the garage. So now every time I give him a treat, he's like,
No, what's happening?
"I don't think so, mister. I don't think so." So today I get to kill myself with my beard on because our swamp cooler was by me was ridiculously placed on a steep pitched roof that you can't stand on.
And then it's awkwardly extended from the roof with these strange
3
little metal legs.
3 feet up, and
So it looks like some sort of alien is basically crouching on the
so
top
I
of our
need an
house.
extension ladder on top of another small roof to actually get to it. And so I will only work on it. I promised Erin when she was there so she could call 911 when I need
We
it.
thought it would be helpful.
All right.
So good luck. That's going to be fun.
Really looking forward to it because look how hot it's going to be, almost 90 today.
You know, once again, you could call John down at All Utah. He would yell at you again, but
There's certain things a man's got to do, and if sending yourself to the emergency room is one of them, then I'm there. I'm there for it, and I don't know why I talk like this when I talk about falling off a roof, but I do. I will now share with you a selfie, and before you show it, protect and serve, policemen, protect and serve. Bobbies, hang on a second.
oh, not again.
Daisy, do we still call police officers in England bobbies? Oh, yes. Is that a good thing? Okay.
All right, she says yes.
Yeah. So the bobbies are the same way, and they help out in some ways. Even more, let's show them the selfie. So they came upon the guy doing the hang 10 in the bed, and he was drunk, really drunk,
Oh, dear.
overserved.
So he was just like reeling around on the street or something?
Right. So they scooped him up and they said, "Where do you live?" And he says, "Over there." And they took him and they put him in bed. And to prove and to show him who brought him home,
Oh, no way.
they took a selfie of themselves with him in bed.
Because they knew he'd wake up and go, what
And
happened?
they took it on his camera.
That is so epic. This is you. You were drunk.
We are police.
We're your police officers.
We brought you home.
That is epic. And look how cool they are.
Right? Oh, it's so great. It's so great. Now, obviously, it's gone viral. I think he actually posted it because it was on his phone. And how wonderful
Oh,
is that?
that's so perfect.
Good for you, Bobbies. All right, thanks for joining us today at the Todd and Erin Morning Stream on GephartDaily.com.